It's midnight. I have some intel I want to share right now about Martian energy that is commonly left out, I believe, when these descriptions and attributes are being assigned. I would say more so on the Aryan side, because when we think of scorpionic energy, I believe that magnetism, personal magnetism, is sometimes expressed. But when we look at the Aryan side, like if we were to pull up the descriptors or any of these videos, first off, much respect, honor, love to all of the astrologers who have come before me and laid the foundation down for me to have a starting point. Thank you to all of the astrologers who are doing this now, doing your best to expand upon the consciousness of humanity. I appreciate you. I see you. Thank you to all of the astrologers who are up and coming, who will be taking over after my generation, ascends. Much love to you, much gratitude, much respect. Now let's get back to what I want to share with you about Martian energy. And we're going to have to take it back now. We're going to have to get to the basics now. Basics, we're going to have to go to the periodic table now. We're going to go to the periodic table and we're going to remember that Martian energy, if we were to look at it elementally on the periodic table, the element that will be assigned to Martian energy, y'all, is iron. Let's say iron. Come on, let's say iron. I want y'all to remember when we're thinking about Martian energy, the element that we're working with, the element of Mars, okay, is iron. Why? Hell, it's the red planet. There's probably more that goes into that. I'm just telling you what the ancestors told me, what the ancestors told all of us. If we go back and we look at the ancients and what they knew, because I'm still at the point where I'm trying to figure out how the ancestors knew what they knew. I'm starting to believe that maybe their mental capacity, maybe their minds was set up a little bit differently than how ours have evolved now in present day. I can't prove it. This is just a theory. I'm still researching it. Let's get to the point. The ancestors said that it was iron. I trust what the ancestors said. Hell, there's still things that our ancestors knew that scientists, physicists, everybody and their mama, doctors, are trying to understand now, present day. So I know that they were advanced. I know they knew. I know they know. The ancestors said it's iron. Okay, I'm going to go off of their word, iron. Okay, and what I found out about iron is that iron is highly magnetic, which threw me into physics. So I'm going to have to come back. This is a placeholder. But anybody who knows physics, if you happen to be watching my video and you have some intel that you can share with us about physics and about how magnets works, how magnetic fields work, please do share. It'll save us a lot of time and research if you did. However, don't worry, because I'm a scholar. I love to research. So I will continue my studies on magnetism because I feel as though it's an easier way for us to attract the things that we desire to have. Okay? I believe we need to turn on our personal magnetism Some of you may have this naturally, and if you do, share the intel. Okay. How do you turn it on? That's the question here. That how do you turn on the magnetism? Now I did study with Uncle Al, Alistair Crowley, that is. He did give me a piece of intel that I was able to confirm with a physicist instructor, which is this: change is stability. Just three words. What Uncle Al said is change is stability. I mean, I'm quoting directly from Uncle Al. He said change is stability. So I'm not a physicist by trade. However, Aquarius right now is my time lord for the year. Aquarian energy is that physicist energy. And what I picked up thus far in the quick studies that I have been doing to try to figure this magnetism thing out is that there is no magnetism being generated if you're remaining still. Movement, you're going to have to move in order to generate the energy to activate the magnetic field. What I'm trying to figure out now at this point, what type of movement and the direction, because the physicist was also saying that we need to be able to determine the flow of the energy, the flow. Do you know what I mean? Okay, Google, turn the volume up. Oh, wow, it's like. Oh, okay, and just another disclaimer. All of the planets, the 7 classical planets, have been assigned an element on the periodic table. Let's see if I can remember them off the top real quick, just to make sure that I give something of value here. So we got, and I did give something of value. I'm just not a physicist by trade. If somebody's a physicist, come on and teach me, please. Teach me the mysteries. How does these magnets work? Now, and make it plain, make it simple, make it plain. Okay, make it to where anybody can understand. A child can understand it. Okay, okay. Now, the ancestors. Let's see. They said that Mercury, of course, has the Mercury, Quicksilver, Mercury. Um, Jupiter, the element is tin. Venus, the element is copper. Uh, Iron, I already said, is Mars, right? Okay, the sun is gold, okay? That's the element for the sun. For the moon, the element is silver. For Saturn, the element is lead. Am I missing anybody? I think I gave you all the 7 classical planets. Write that down. Get a periodic table. I mean, we going into chemistry and physics here. And that's the thing about astrology too. I said it a couple of times. I'm going to keep on reiterating it, especially for those who are up and coming. For those of you who are already here now, because our ancestors already knew this clearly. You have to be well versed if you really want to be a master of astrology. Meaning you got to study. Now I got to learn physics to get a better understanding of iron, so I can get a better understanding of Martian energy. Do you see how this goes? Do you see? The studies just be going so deep. There's always so much to learn. I feel like I have to be immortal. I have to be, because it's too much for me to experiment with and to tweak and to master for one lifetime. It's just too much. For anybody who's been studying astrology for like a couple of years or even more, and you think you're a master of it, I assure you, there's still so much more that you have to learn. And there's no disrespect. This is a message for me too. I've been studying astrology for at least 15 years now, no cap. And I still find that there's always something more to learn. Why? Because this is the intel, this is the wisdom of the cosmos. And the cosmos is like freaking all expansive, ever growing, ever evolving, ever changing. So that means our wisdom, our knowledge has to be ever expanding, ever growing, ever evolving, ever changing. Okay, I'm gonna let it go right there. I'm gonna sign out. So I'm checking in, out, above, beyond, below, beneath, underground, all around, uptown, downtown, midtown, here, there, anywhere, everywhere, nowhere, past, present, future. Now, physics is another subject to study when wanting to gain mastery over astrology. I mean, physics, chemistry, the list is getting so long. Just study everything. Hell, that's the best advice. I just study. Just just learn from everything. Out.